is nothing I love more than watching my entire colony get mowed down by mechanoids. Through adversity comes change, and my god, I think there was enough adversity to last us a lifetime. Or in Anne's case, several lifetimes. Anne has always been too powerful for her own good. No threat could stop her. In her last series, she was instantly killing the most enormous powerful creatures before they even knew she was there. Before she even joined the Empire, she was high on her own supply. She was egotistical, self-absorbed. She was a maniac. She had everything a several thousand-year-old vampire could need, so much so that she decided to become a space pirate. Because she was bored. She has now eaten a sizable but delicious serving of humble pie. I am here to roleplay through and through. I want to explore different colonies, things that aren't just the same cataphrat-laden, gun-defended killbots colony I've done 1,000 times before. Speaking of people who consume a far more than usual amount of pie, I didn't even get to finish my thought. Ransom demand. They're holding Peaopos. They're willing to release him in exchange for 5,000 silver. Good God. I mean, obviously I have to accept that, huh? Hello, Peaopos, you're back. Oh God, but everyone else has disappeared. About Peaopos in a second. Hold on. We've got to resurrect Tomboy before she spoils. Wait, you're on cooldown. Anne, any chance you could help us out here? Let's go get her to the freezer. Just get her to the freezer. Drop her, pick her up. Preemptively cancel the butcher table too, because I can see that being a little bit of a nightmare. I can see that not exactly going well. Come on, Bowman. I don't think she can rot while she's being carried, right? Either way, this is going to be bloody close. Nice. Whew. Oh, that was close. I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to be able to ransom Peaopos so quickly. I noticed this while watching yesterday's episode. Peaopos wasn't even kidnapped. The person kidnapping her got shot down by a mechanoid. I still think that Mona will be furious, angry, righteous. I think not only do we have a legitimate reason that Mona would want to change Anne's mind, to change her perspective. We're not as invincible as we appear. And not only are Anne and Mona best friends now, having won each other's respect over the last few episodes, and of course Mona happily taking on the title Daughter of Anne. My God, do I think we have the perfect person, the perfect warrior, the perfect pharaoh to lead a faction of warriors to defend this place. Why didn't he use the gargoyles? Yes, I'm sure this butt-naked man with only a backpack would have been a massive help against 70 mechanoids. That cluster buildings have been defeated. Oh, because they built the last of the mechanoids and then shut down. Peaopos, have you got any more fight left in you? Did they steal Peaopos' sword? Oh, you son of a bitch. Took Peaopos' sword and we can't get it back. Because it would have gone into Peaopos' inventory, but clearly they don't have it equipped. Oh dear. That's very frustrating. I got the auto turrets out with one of them, but the other's out of range. Oh, look what I have spotted out of the corner of my eye. On final fight, Bowman, my friend, and then you can rest. Go. Kill it dead. Oh, come on, Bowman. If you die now, I would cry. This would be the worst thing that's ever happened in Rimworld. Go. Okay. I think that's probably it. Excellent. People think Bowman's a guy because their name is Bowman. This is the finest warrior lady pharaoh you are ever going to see in your whole damn life. You people are in for a shocker when I tell you that in real life, people with the name Johnson might not have a dad called John and might not also be a son. Look, lots of people saying change their name to Boneman because they used a bone to destroy the last of the mechanoids yesterday. But again, we've still got this confusion here. So I'm going to name you Bone Woman? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've changed my mind. We got anybody good at medical? We got anybody up that is even remotely capable of... Oh, shit. Not you again. To be honest with you, I have plans for Oscar. Oscar the coward who yesterday saw the mechanoids coming and ran. I was genuinely going to execute you today. I have other plans for Oscar too, but I was going to execute you today. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You start putting limbs on people and don't mess it up too many times. Maybe I won't execute you so quickly. In my infinite wisdom, I've been building up quite the supply of bionics, so we should be able to rebuild everybody pretty bloody fast, to be honest. This shouldn't be much of a setback. No, only lost a left toe. Actually, you know what? Now's a great time to install regeneration coming for Bright. Who is Bright? I have no idea. Oh, Zen's fine. Aloe is fine. A Volker lost both legs. Oh, a Volker was exceptionally brave, though. And took a little bit of damage. A couple of internal organs there, man. Good lung and kidney. But other than that, she actually got away with it. Oh, sweet Toomgi, I forgot about you. You are a mess. Holy shit, I might not even have enough to restore you. Our standard Sanguophage, Bazroto, Toomgi, and I do think keeping them as biologically normal as possible. I think it's the right place simultaneously. I'm not just gonna, like, not give her an arm because I don't want her to have bionics. I don't want her to have bionics. Yeah, you know what? It's not as bad as I thought. We're missing, like, a lot of minor things, thumbs, toes, which I'm not going to replace right now when we do better replacements later on. Valky's queued up, Lulu's queued up, Aloe is fine. Cups, oh my, oh, Cups! Both arms and both legs. Oh, I'm so sorry. Zen's fine. Bowman is death resting, which is totally acceptable. Seriously, rest. Rest, enjoy. And then that's it. Actually, we didn't lose nearly as much as I thought. It's just the bloody fire. Let me be clear. Let me argue my point. I have been very focused on aesthetics this entire time. Perhaps one could argue to the detriment of the colony. And I've got to say it. Fire foam poppers. Fire foam poppers. Do we even have fire foam poppers? Fire foam poppers are fucking ugly. That's why I haven't been building them. Are hideous. They are eyesores. They look just terrible. Peaopos back up. Holy shit, the P Squad are gonna save us. So everybody else is death resting right now. Peaopos, I'm desperately trying to get him to reconnect the nutrient paste dispenser. If we can get that active, that will automatically feed everybody in the hospital. Problem is, this droner is going absolutely haywire and I can't send anyone else. Peaopos can't fight and Oscar, well, I mean, literally can't fight, is incapable of it. But in comes Peaopos. Are you, like, good, though? Rot stink exposure. Apparently, it'll just, like, totally fine. You might want to move away. I didn't even have you drafted up. You were just like, yeah, no, I'm off to kill. Ah! Oh, shit. Okay. You know what? Honestly, I can deal with that. I can deal with that as long as you don't go and let Bazroto out. Come on, little Peaopos. It's 1, 2, 3 bits of pipe. Come on, little Peaopos. You can do it. Ah! Please, Peaopos. Well, people's lives are in danger. What a great use of a jetpack. This is fine. Can I pick up steel? Too heavy. Too heavy? What do you mean too heavy? Oh, to be fair, you're missing, like, pretty much all of your hands. Escape to Osbo. That's fine. Bazroto, not you two. Oh, you fucker. Peaopos. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's okay. Whoa, it's okay. They immediately punched Peaopos and broke him out of it. Go get Bazroto. I don't care about these others. Just make sure Bazroto is down. Kill to you all. We haven't got time to piss around with this. Bazroto. We just can't execute him. He's hostile. Oh, not like this, Bazroto. Please, we were friends once. His mind's totally broken up. He's wild, man. He doesn't know who he is anymore. Nice. That'll do it. Hope I didn't cut too much off of him. He's fine. No, he's actually totally fine. Okay, have your lunch. I don't care. Just get that pipe done, Peaopos. The P Squad are going to save us. The P Squad and Bowman. I mean, of course they're going to try and convince Anne that we need to militarize a little bit. This is what they live for. Nutrient paste stored in network 0 mils. We're just straight out of nutrient paste. Oh, shit. We'll just straight out of nutrient paste. Oh, Lord. I wonder if that's because it's just drained into them. We're good. Ooh. Now, little Peaopos. I think, first things first, let's get you to take apart these mech clusters. That will at least give Peaopos, Peaopos, and Oscar a little bit more mood. Okay, that's one down. We can't just have them perpetually death resting. Because if they keep death resting over and over and over, we're never going to get away from this. So this should be the second mech cluster down, and the mood does stack. Hands up. And my friend. Anne was the first one down, so that makes perfect sense that she's up first. And she's got better medical skill than Oscar, so Oscar might still be executed. Boom, second mech cluster, thank you. Get rid of that. And I think we are as good as new. I think that should set all of our moods up for ages. The P Squad and Pharaoh Bowman. Round of applause, please. The idea that we get like a military hunter situation where they take over. They just it's like, yeah, no, we're actually far more sensible and in control. She can sit on a throne all day. Ooh, you want better armor? Is that the final one? Oh, it is. I'll take cataphractic gear then, I suppose. Learning assistant, you say. I think that was yesterday's episode. Really is just so lovely and nice to have someone reliable in this colony, huh? Wow, a Volker is like totally... This was completely accidental. A Volker is like totally bionic at this point. And that's not me being like, oh, I gotta make a super soldier. It's just, Volka's had everything blown off multiple times. Thrusting is almost complete. Everybody who needed the medical treatment has received it, I believe. Lilu needs another leg, but we are out of advanced components, so I can't really do much about that. You can just hop on along. You'll be fine for a little while. In fact, haven't you literally got wings? Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of crap we've been sent. I wonder why the raids are so difficult. Oh, no, hang on. You know what? Don't listen to me. Wow, there's no wonder these raids are so difficult. Can make another leg. You know what, Leela, I'd like to apologize. It was very cruel of me. Tribute collector, and it just so happens I don't want to give them all of my gold. I'd like to keep some of that. We need, like, prestige armor. I mean, if she's close to leveling up, I could be persuaded. Let's have a look here. She needs 4 honor. Well, I've been convinced. Easy. We can just give them L6 and not have to worry about it. Boom. And that gives us Duchess Anne. Oh, shit, look, everybody's back up. How's Mona doing? Why is she down? Death resting 88%. To be fair, Mona was another late one that fell. Cups needs to be rebuilt from scratch. Can we carry Cups to, not to a bioret, but like to a hospital bed would be good. And just pick a limb to build. What's wrong with you? The leg 95% finished that we need for Cups, and you just throw it aside. I'm bored of that one now. Imagine getting distracted by such simple tasks. Good as new. The fuck are you doing? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? High on psychite tea. Yeah, no shit. They're trying to drink the tea for nutrition because we haven't got any meals. What happened to Slippery? Cups and Bowman. What? Slippery was kidnapped, right? Right, okay, we're gonna need a new chef. Mona's name was Chef for a long time. She moved on from that life, but she enjoys it. You know, she's got a passion in it. For God's sake. You want no shit, they've developed an addiction to psychite, you moron. Whoa, Bowman. Welcome. Welcome back, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for saving it. Take a walk about our champion. We are just waiting on Cups. 2.6 days left on the death rest. Cups is fully rebuilt. Everything's fine. Where is Slippery? Slippery went neutral. You're in prison. Why are you in prison? What? Did Slippery also go wild? Look, I'm going to be real with you. I don't remember what happened yesterday. I hit the start record button, then I woke up like 4 hours later in a blur. Hey, I mean, this is fine. We just need somebody to recruit my people. But I don't know if anybody's actually good at that. Aloe. Cannot tame no food. What do you want to eat? Just tell me what you want. I can get it. What do you mean no food? Put Tomboy in a sarcophagus because Lilu, Aloe, and Volka kept trying to eat Tomboy, and I caught them twice, and I was like, no more of this, because there's only so many times I can catch you before I forget, and then Tomboy is eaten. It's time for a whole new era, and what better way to start than putting Mona in control of the colony. She is now second triumvir. Anne is still the first triumvir, but they're equal. It's a triumvirate. Oan takes precedent. In theory, Mona should have the same amount of power. And then I think we need somebody to help rouse these people. What, did Mona have a higher outcome there than Anne? Mona's social impact 218%. Mona's far more convincing, far more skilled than Anne at this. Mona is going to tell these people exactly what they need to hear. No more pissing around, okay? No more 1,000. Okay, I'm not going to give up on the thousands. Skeletons, but we need to prioritize defenses, militarization, restructuring the empire on the front of the planet to instead of be hunting animals for meat and going out there earning a silver, to instead be defending what matters the most. Both of poor, sweet Mona's children were almost kidnapped. I mean, Peaopos was kidnapped. Mona's a lover, the only person she's connected with. Poor sweet Tomboy is currently deceased. Mona is going to tell them exactly how to be jagged without being murderous. When her whole speech is about combat and how we need to, she explains promises to the Northern. I don't know what that means, but my God, people were inspired. It was full of intensity and purpose. Here's the best part. Now that Anne and Mona are the best of friends, Anne trusts Mona implicitly. I think Anne would be happy to sit on her throne ruling from the shadows while Mona takes the good fight to our enemies. Oh. It's because I'd forbidden in the lavish meal, because of course they had lavish meals because they were part of our bloody colony. It's raw food. That's why, because I'd forbidden them from eating raw food, so I don't want that when they've got lavish meals. Ah, interesting. Come with me, wild man. Now look, Basroto did try and escape from prison there. He was very violent. He was very scared. But that broke his mind, and I'll forgive Pastor because he's my best boy, and he went totally blind from his resurrection. I mean, it's understandable that you'd be absolutely terrified if suddenly you'd woken up from having been killed to not being able to see anything. The poor guy was I think it's excusable that he was freaking out a little bit. Because my focus is going to shift to Mona and her bringing a little bit of stability and order to her new empire, I have added the Overflowing Flowers mod that recently popped upon the Empire, popped upon the Empire, popped upon the Empire. Haha, it's me editing this from the future. Yes, I did just say Empire rather than Steam Workshop, okay? You just have to deal with this. This is going to happen occasionally. I've taken on more responsibility than any human being possibly should, and my brain is melting out of my nose. So mind your own business, you big bitch. Apparently it's all in Japanese. I mean, what more appropriate mod could you have for someone like Mona than the Overflowing Flowers mod? I'm gonna brighten this place up. I say as I produce unthinkable amounts of heavy military gear. Research squad, let's get the cataphract gear sorted out. And boom. Apparently you can do that at an unpowered research table. That's another thing we've got to sort out in a second. So I'll bio that to one offline. And we haven't got enough power to power this place. So we'll sort that out in a moment. Next, maybe I should say perhaps firstly, because this is the very top priority, cataphract armor. But cataphract armor? You completed that. You need to research it. 7,000 hours, by the way. And like 4th time this series. Bowman, I'm going to give a little time off. I need to be able to make that prestige cataphract armor before we put it back out there. But Bowman is also going to be the pharaoh, the leader of the faction that are going to be our colony defenders. Dedicated. Oh, Slippery's back. Dedicated colony defenders. And I'm thinking maybe we make very literal sphinxes. Because every time there's a raid, people say, don't forget to wake up the gargoyles, the ones in the statues. And I forget. But what if we seal Bowman's entire faction in statues we wake up to fight for raids? And, hear me out, what if we had the perfect little test experiment to try and make actual rock cat people out of? We've got all the building blocks here to make a sphinx, no pun intended. That's a very long-term goal, and I think we need a slightly shorter-term solution right now. Now, I'd already made some Janissary gear for... I was going to give it to Zen and Slippery and Cup's kind of the artistes of the colony, but then I thought, actually, that makes more sense for the what will soon be the Sphinx faction under Pharaoh Bowman. So I'm thinking we give the heavy crypto armor to Evolka, Lilu, Aloe, so they're a bit more dense. They're a bit more prepared for these fights. We give Cups, Zen, and Slippery, our quote-unquote artists, some sort of very fancy armor, like prestige something. Yeah, prestige marine armor is pretty much kind of the level I think that would be. Oh, I've already queued it up. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Like, prestige marine armor is, when did I do that? I'm gaslighting myself. Did I talk about this yesterday? I don't even know anymore. The point is, they're going to be, it gives them a little style, but a little more defense than, a chef hat. Oh, Pharaoh! I'm not that excited. I mean, I want to see it, but, like, probably not enough to chant, I will admit. I sold all the L-Techs. Oh, how could you have done such a thing? Is there any more out there on the planet? There's a whole bunch of spooky monsters, and that's about it. Oh, piss. There was an Imperial trader that turned up that I thought, I don't need to worry about that. We don't need anything, but maybe naturally I hope they sell L-Techs. Hello? Just sell any L-Techs? I really would like some. We could go to the Empire and just see if they... prestige cataphract armor, there you go. We'll just go see if they buy? What's the opposite of that? Sell. We could... Jesus fucking Christ. Wow, that was like playing Countdown. Oh, we got something. We got something. You got any other prestige stuff? Oh, I can afford it. Oh, an Ultra-Tech stomach. Oh, honestly, I'll just buy all the Ultra-Tech gear that we can get for my good robo friends, Evolka and friends, whose name I definitely remember. Very attractive, thank you. Do you need, like, just shitloads of wood because my power grid was propped up by water wheels, which are then blown apart. We also have this animal husbandry trader, which I'm going to presume probably doesn't sell cataphract gear for some reason. And once again, we are totally out of money. I just can't help it. I just love spending money. Oh, I wanted to buy the cataphract helmet. I forgot instantly. Okay, hang on. Let me sell them something back. This is stonks. In fact, why am I not getting Oscar to do it? We got better social. Yeah, look, I don't need all this heavy fur. Oh, we got a total refund, except that's not quite what refunds are. Perfect. Okay, now we send Anne to go buy a cataphract helmet for Pharaoh Bowman. Oh, I should really resurrect Tomboy before I forget. Let's see if they've got a resurrect serum, because I don't want to bring her back as a necromantic thrall. Feels a bit weird. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. We could just bring her back as a thrall and then, like, kill her and resurrect her again. Ooh, hello there. That is exactly what I was after. Serum. Let's just type in serum. They've got nothing. I'll just take a quick look through, because some of this stuff is actually pretty good. Loads of rich soil for my friend Mona, and what will eventually be a very, very lovely little area for her to grow her pea children. And plant flowers. Ooh, Ultratech arms. Hello. What do you keep asking? What? Sorry, I've just got to clarify. I added this mod as a bionic alternative because I was sick of everybody just having the same bionic. This one adds some really cool, like, natural bionics. Everybody says, what mod is that from? It says it right there in blue when I hover over literally anything in-game. When I click the description, it says right there. I update the mod pack and get a cavalcade of why is my mod pack broken. What is cryo spread? Sounds delicious on... Oh. Oh, it's like a tox pack. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout at you. I know Rimrims don't like menus and can't read. It's just I didn't get much sleep. I'm very cranky. Oh, there. I don't suppose you have a Resurrector mech serum. You have a death rest capacity serum. I'll buy that. And we're not Sanguophage. We just collect them for looking at its artwork. No! Yeah, you stay there. Okay, I'm really got to worry about that. Don't knock that down, though. Is it done? Is that quest over? Protect the monument for 34 days. Yeah, you got... Nah, Bob! I'm gonna retire. Consequences will follow. A new site has appeared nearby. There are 4 undead that will launch raids on you every 24 days. So now we have to go and smash that, otherwise we're going to get raided again. The raid size would be normal, it won't just be 4 dudes. Oh, for God's sake. Bruh. How did you get up there? How is it threading the needle like this? You're goddamn right you dissipated, you piece of shit. Hey there, you don't happen to have a... No? Did I leave? Oh, yeah, that's it then. Alright, well, I mean, look, I can resurrect her as a necromantic thrall. What's the downside? She's permanently tied to Anne? Ah... I suppose I've got to. I can't just leave her in here to languish. I mean, come on, they're called Sanguophage, not languish phage. Thank you, I'm here all evening. Oh. Oh, Pharaoh Bowman. My God, that is some real threatening energy. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. That looks amazing. Come on, Bazroto. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. It's one thing to have a pharaoh, but it's another thing to have a pyramid for the pharaoh. 7,500 steel. Are you joking? As much as I'd love to build out a volcanic ebony, that would blow up our colony wealth. Blood Creep pyramid would also be amazing, but these are all just so... These are so untouchable right now. We've only got 2,000 steel, and I've been trying to save the bloody stuff up. Okay, I'm gonna sell the growth rays. I love the growth rays. I do. They would have been good for early in the series when it was me and fun time, not sad mech time. Oh. No. Oh. I made a top hat. I'll be honest, it was for Bazroto when he came back to us because I gave Tomb Gear beret. I've just realized the top hat is the Pharaoh gear. Okay, it doesn't really work, to be fair. It does look a bit... It's a bit too much. There's a lot going on. Okay, I'm happy to go back to the other helmet. I wanted to try it, and I'm happy we tried it, but we are going to go back to the Prestige Cataphract helmet for, I think, fairly obvious reasons. Now, because it's a different style. That one's the Kemetic style. I think we can flip it over to something a bit more appropriate for my good friend Bazroto. It's change style and... I think Bazroto would look very fetching with a pair of goggles. I just think Bazroto would look anywhere better than in the prison. What's taking so long? You are actually actively trying to tame him. He's just being a prick. Fashion, honey, look it up. I mean, the Crypto Light helmets with these. I like the Deserter gear because it lets their ears poke through. But so does the Crypto Light helmet. Potentially. We don't know what's under that hood. I hate this. I'm being forced to compromise on my vision so everybody doesn't get shot. I mean, your vision's a lot harder to, you know, to, like, finish on if everybody's dead. No, it was a fair compromise. It was a fair compromise, okay? It's not as fashionable, but we're not all horribly murdered. I guess I'll take it. And at long last, who should return in my hour of need but best boy Bazroto? Attempts to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do you have to keep setting them up like that? For God's sake. He does need some bionic eyes, or regular eyes, whatever we've got, basically. We've got regular eyes. That's good. Yeah, because again, I don't want these people to be, like, totally overwhelmed by bionics. And I was able to buy another anima leg. Oh, it matches the other one. So there's the anima carrier legs that give carrying capacity, and obviously all of them give the psi focus gain. There's the other one, too, but I can't remember what it's called. The other one makes them faster, which, to be fair, would make far more sense, but that's all we've got. Now... I guess in mad desperation, Bowman, though incredible, does have that resurrect ability that we can use once every 2 years. And that's too long for Tomboy. Anne's just going to have to do it. She's going to have to use her own unique, if not flawed, thralling power, resurrecting Tomboy, but permanently binding her to Anne. I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Welcome back. Doesn't change who she is. Her personality is the same. Her traits, everything is the same. The only difference this time is that at any point, Anne could just kill her instantly. So it's not the nicest position to put your citizens in, but there we are. Look, if these are all xenogenes, and becoming a sanguophage is... Sorry, if these are all endogenes, and becoming a sanguophage is a xenogene, I think we give her the suck. This should work. And she should come out of this better than ever. Oh my god. All the best parts of being a succubus with the immortality, the deathless, everything that a sanguophage needed. She was already a blood feeder. All these grayed out ones are all the ones that she already had, right? She keeps her tough skin, her heat immunity. Is she also fireproof now? Oh, tinder skin. So she loses fire immune, which is I will admit it's a minor setback, but I wasn't exactly using her fire powers anyway. Everything else she keeps, including the ability to go back to her true form. Maybe Mona, maybe all the other combat-focused characters have disagreed with what Anne has done. Maybe they've disagreed with her vanity projects and other such crazy things. But ultimately, Anne does care a lot about Mona now, more than ever that she has that title. And I think she'd bring back Tomboy for Mona. Well, I said we would reorganize some of the bases we've got going on here. We have all of these really, really good shooting characters who are getting us thousands and thousands of meat. That's fantastic. It's not really super necessary. Similarly, we've got this, it's this one here, isn't it? Ansylvania, the mercenary camp. They're out there... I mean, making us money when we need defending. So we're going to pack this one up. I also have this artistic camp here that I was just storing artistic pawns in. We're going to see if... Oh my god, Tomboy's still... She kept everything. She kept all the ranks and everything, right? There's absolutely no difference. Totally forgot she was ready. Yeah, there it is. Destroy the Hounds of Hircine. She did lose her angelic beauty, though, by the looks of it. She was staggeringly ugly, but that's cancelled out by something, right? Overridden by gene attractive. Oh, I see. Because Sanguophage are attracted by default, that's replaced that one. You know, like a slight downgrade, but don't worry about it. It's a very, very minor downgrade. I mean, to be fair, it's an upgrade from a rotten corpse. These are all the shooting characters. And look! You shits in the comments, you said this wasn't the case. They seem to be very much down to me. Psychite dependency. Affected by psychite dependency, minor blood loss. That's why they're down. You lied to me. How could you do such a thing? So we're going to try and make, an artillery outpost so that we can actually call stuff in. Defensive outpost. All occupants must be armed and ready for combat. Probably not, but if I call them in, they can at least fist fight the people that turn up, right? I mean, I fought off the Mechanoids yesterday with a bone. Improvisation is my strong point. It's not my strength, it's my only point. I can only improvise. Honestly, I think the artillery outpost is... Ooh. Look at that. Cumulative shooting skill, 75. And then we could just bring an artillery strike down on whatever. Can I also just say, like, shoot that thing before they raid us? Is that possible? So you do have to target your own base. Let's do a test fire. I'm sure this can't end badly. Did they miss? Oh. Oh, that's not bad. That was a pretty large area. Specialized limbs. Finally, at long last. I've been waiting for that for ages. The one series where I specialize all of the people into different little subsections. One time I don't get it. I also want that Architect leg. I don't really know who I'm going to give it to. I would just like it, if you don't mind. Got another trader that's just about to leave, or is this one that just turned up? It doesn't matter. They've got compacted weaponry, which I think would be amazing to give to Pharaoh Bowman and her faction. I had to say, I don't think I've got the money to afford this. I was just saying a bit of gold. I'm completely out of advanced components, so I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. There, half my gold. Take it. That's it. We're broke. We're bankrupt. It's done. You might have noticed we're totally out of plasteel and totally out of steel, despite the fact I was saving up thousands for an enormous pyramid. You're probably thinking, well, what have you done with it all? I have made it so we will never be threatened by raiders again. So, by default, everybody now has a ranged shield belt. I'm going to try and get everybody a legendary ranged shield belt, so it has those slightly higher hit points, but that'll be a massive investment for plasteel. So we'll just take what we can get for the time being, but everybody's at least covered at this point. But the weakest of the squads is just the Sanguophage squad, right? They're royals, they're hiding their own farts, whatever. I think they're fine being slightly less defended. Then we've got, of course, Mona Squad, same story. I'm going to make regular shield belts for them. They are slightly stronger. If we're just sticking with them being melee, it just makes more sense. So we're going to... Oh, not forever. I don't need that many. Good God. Volker's faction has changed significantly to be way more defended. So they've got the regular crypto helmet, but they also have... Crypto heavy armor. Again, they're also going to get ranged shield belts when we've crafted a few more. We got a little plasteel problem right now. So they're totally covered 133%, 119% sharp. It's not massive, but you got to remember the crypto armor stops them bleeding out, so less chance of death rest. Then we've got probably the biggest change to the art squad. So the Janissary gear is really, really cool because it's armor, right? It's Imperial armor, but it fits over the top of everything else. So it counts as the outer layer. So you can use it with like flak vests, flak pants, everything else, which is what they're working on right now, or at least they better be. So with this, we can have them equipped alongside jumpsuits, or in the case of, say, Slippery. I still want her armored because she's going to be helping, you know, carry people back when they get injured. Slippery can have flak vest, flak pants, Janissary helmet, the Janissary cuirass, and chef uniform. Some defense with some artistic flair. I thought that was better. And of course, there's Bowman, who's an absolute tank. Nobody's getting through her in a hurry. Tomboy definitely could do with some adjustments. She has a look, that's for sure. But, I mean, it's 27% sharp armor. Is there any wonder she's died like 3 times? You know what would also help? Like, turning her into her enormous, spooky, giant tomboy mode? Wow, that looks really cool with the Sanguophage extras on top of it. It's probably the most impactful part of the rebuilding I can do right now. Everybody's better armored. We do need to make better weapons, but that's something I'm going to work on tomorrow alongside better defenses. We can still have grand entrances to the base that aren't killbox, but are slightly more well defended than just a few turrets in a line. And maybe, as a treat, if you're very, very good, I might even build some fire foam poppers, if I remember. Actually, there's a lot of cool stuff we've got to build tomorrow, so I'll start writing a list before I forget it all. There's these really cool linkable, like the linkable hospital beds we've got that allow nutrient paste dispensers and hemogen to be piped into them while they sleep. You can get just connectors for any bed. I think it also works with death rest caskets, so we'll give that a go tomorrow. That, obviously, all the turrets. Maybe we could try some weird turrets like the growth rays or the shrink rays, whichever makes more sense, all that and more. And then, of course, I've got to build a pyramid. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, as always, to the patrons. Patrons, I've gone through all of your messages. I'm about to send replies later today. I was just kind of getting everything in order and straightening things up a little bit. I have also made sure that the end card is right this time. It wasn't wrong yesterday. It was just there were a couple names missing from where I hadn't updated it like more recently. So that should be all fixed and all good. If there's any other problems, if you can't see yourself on there, let me know. We'll get it sorted out. Thank you to the executive producer patrons for allowing the channel to exist. Thank you to Dying Whisper, Luna Wolf, Hanscrack, Evan Crocker, Evran, Mega Oscar Pone, Fatex, Alluvion Mishap, Galaxy Wolf, Space Soap, Christopher Breers, Juicader, Slighter, Geeg, Reptile, JMO, Jamie McBee, Tungsten Heart, Electus J, Castle, Lyndon the Dragon, Captain Elk, Clotendo, Snowlauger, and Grand K for their support over at the executive producer days over Patreon. Thank you. If you're not watching Crusader Kings, as always, I implore you, it has peaked. It has peaked, and I feel like today's episode that's coming out, I've already recorded that, is incredible, and yesterday's episode was peak CK3, so if you're like even just slightly interested in character development, again, as always, I implore you go and have a look. Thank you as well to Mantle, Tsubasa, Watchman, Stretch Rogue, why can't I read today? David Van Diepen, Sierra Matthews, Citatus Lingua, Mad Maven, Rubber, Robbie, Generally Mean, Godsnut, Red Racer, B18, Boo, Sabers, and what would Stalin do? Goodbye.